Hi, I'm Dave Atkinson and welcome to Life on the Straight. Bear with me as I get used to my YouTube sea legs. My wife Amy has provided me with constructive criticism regarding my manner of speaking, too many ahs, so's, and pauses, plus my videos have been too long. So if this sounds okay to you, well that's because I'm now reading a script. I'm a newcomer to the YouTube channel family, but what made me decide to enter the fray was the belief that I had some fairly unique life experiences that would be fun and hopefully instructional to share with others. One such experience was a remodel of our home, which I refer to as Epic. As part 2 came to an end, mercifully came to an end, I can hear some of you say, the appetizer of this multi-year saga wrapped up and we were just settling down to the entree. Thanks to Labor Day, the first week of the crew being on site was only 4 days, but they got a lot done. Next week would be when 2 large beams butted together at the center point got installed to support the new front deck roof. It would begin higher up on the house roof and extend further out to provide better protection from the elements and would sit atop 2 posts instead of the 3 supporting the current smaller roof. The ends of the beam would enter the small roof over one of the bedrooms to the west and the garage to the east, and each end would need something solid to rest upon. Sections of sheetrock and insulation were removed to allow for structural studs that would be added next week. A lumber drop happened in the first or second day. The crew constructed forms for the deck post foundational concrete, which would arrive Monday morning, and they cut holes in the deck where the posts would pass through. They also did a little demo work in the garage to prepare for the extensive modifications that were soon to come. On the second day of work, Frank Parry contacted a vendor about getting framing dimensions for a wheelchair lift we had settled on. It was the Bruno VPL 3100B. Our original plans were to defer its purchase and installation because I could move about pretty good with my crutches and we could always buy it later. The vendor balked and needed a purchase commitment first, so this became the first of many changes that we would bite the bullet on. By late Friday afternoon, Frank had used his CAD program to generate a potential layout for the garage now that he had the precise lift dimensions in hand. We had issues with how the 2 cars would have to fit into the remaining space, so Frank returned to his computer to think it through a bit more. Frank and his dad Nick didn't have much good to say about the local company that dropped off and then emptied construction dumpsters. From what they had told me, they would incur a charge whether the dumpster was full or had a single board in it. What Frank did instead was purchase for his company a new dump trailer. When full, he'd have to drive 35 miles round trip to the main Port Angeles dump, which was the closest place that accepted construction debris, but at least they'd be full loads each trip. Frank had also been in touch with Jeff Howitt, who was his preferred custom cabinetry guy out of Squim. Jeff would not only construct all of our cabinetry throughout the house, but Amy's desk in the laundry room, which would double as her office. So that's it for the first week of primary construction. The new front deck roof really starts to take shape in the following week, so I hope to see you in part 4. Thank you for watching Life on the Straight, and please consider subscribing and then clicking on the bell symbol to keep abreast of new content.